Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Sandhya Lanke, faculty, Sri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandal, Sasikalalim Dhariwal, College of Pharmacy, Pune. Today we'll discuss about the new topic incompatibilities in prescription, part 1. Now I have divided this chapter in 3 different parts as it is completely theoretical chapter. This is mentioned as per the syllabus of PCI in subject of pharmaceutics 2 for second year diploma in pharmacy. So the learning outcomes of this video, after watching this video you will be able to define incompatibility, you will be able to classify incompatibility, and you will be able to identify physical type of incompatibilities in the prescription. So let us discuss the definition of incompatibility. Incompatibility occurs as a result of mixing two or more antagonistic substances and an undesirable product is formed, which may affect the safety, efficacy and appearance of the pharmaceutical dosage form. So here, when two different compounds or more than that which are having different action, opposite action, are combined together, they will result in a new product, and that new product may affect the safety, therapeutic effect or the physical appearance of the original dosage form. This particular phenomena is known as incompatibility. Now, the interaction of drug with another drug or a drug with additive or different adjuvants in the preparation may also result in incompatibility. Incompatibility results in changes in the chemical, physical or therapeutic properties of the pharmaceutical dosage form. The incompatibilities occurs during either compounding, formulation, manufacturing, packaging, storage, or even after administration of the drug. Nowadays, pharmacists don't have to go for some processes like compounding, formulation, manufacturing, packaging. He just have to either store or dispense the medications. So there are some minimization in the incompatibility. So the pharmacist hardly notices the incompatibility just because some processes are nowadays performed in the industries. However, the possibility of incompatibility occurs when the proprietary medicines are either diluted or mixed together, or if they are not stored in suitable containers. Now let us discuss about the types of incompatibilities. There are mainly 3 types of incompatibilities: the physical incompatibility, chemical incompatibility and therapeutic incompatibility. One by one we will discuss about each of these types. So first of all, we'll discuss about physical incompatibilities. When two or more substances mix together, a physical change takes place and undesirable product is formed. Now, how this physical change is going to be identified? If there is change in color, viscosity or appearance of the product, we will come to know that there is an physical incompatibility. An unacceptable, non-uniform or unpalatable product may also get formed, and it will be difficult to measure an accurate dose. Now, the changes which occurs as a result of physical incompatibility are usually visible, and they can be easily corrected by applying the pharmaceutical skill so as to obtain a product of uniform dose, an attractive appearance and having satisfactory therapeutic activity also. there are certain methods for correction of physical incompatibilities, like change in the order of mixing of ingredients in the prescription, emulsification, addition of suspending agent, change in the form of ingredients, or by addition, substitution, or omission of therapeutically inactive substance so as to help in the compounding of that prescription. Now, there are again some examples of physical incompatibility. It may be observed in the form of immiscibility, insolubility, precipitation, and liquefaction. Now, first of all, insolubility. Now, the insolubility means what? It is nothing but inability of the material to dissolve in particular solvent system. Majorly, physical incompatibilities are due to insolubility of organic as well as inorganic compounds in a particular solvent. For example, indivisible solids such as chalk, sulfadiamide. Now, what is indivisible solids? These are insoluble in water and they are not getting evenly distributed upon shaking the container, and that may result in uneven distribution of drug during dosing. So as to dispense such preparation, a thickening agent is required to obtain an elegant product from which uniform dose can be removed. Some insoluble powders such as sulfur and certain corticosteroids, they are difficult to weight with water because of their amorphous characteristics or because of their physical appearance. So in such cases, weighting agent is used to distribute the powder. Let us discuss an example of insolubility. The prescription containing phenacetin, caffeine, orange syrup and water, in which we have to formulate a mixture. Now in this case, phenacetin is an indivisible substance. So here, as it is insoluble in water, so obviously we have to make it evenly distributed into the vehicle, and for that purpose a suspending agent is used like compound powder of tragacant or mucilage of tragacant so as to make a stable suspension or stable mixture. The second type of physical incompatibility is immiscibility. As we all know, immiscibility means what? When two liquids are combined together, they are not getting mixed properly. They result in separation of the phases. So when oils are mixed with water, it results in immiscibility. And this problem can be overcome by use of emulsifying agent by the process of emulsification or use of solubilizing agent by the process of solubilization. For example, castor oil, when it is added to purified water, and if we have been asked to prepare an emulsion, in this case the castor oil is immiscible with water, and so as to overcome this, an emulsifying agent like gum acacia or gum tragacant is used to make a stable emulsion. The third type of physical incompatibility is observed because of liquefaction. In this type, when certain low melting point solids are mixed together, a liquid or soft mass is formed that is called as eutectic mixture. Now this eutectic mixture is formed because of lowering of melting point of the mixture below room temperature. Some examples of such type of eutectic mixtures are camphor and menthol, phenol, thymol, chloral hydrate. So if we will use these products in combination, it will result in formation of eutectic mixture, and this eutectic mixture it may get liquefy. So if we have to dispense free flowing powder, in such cases it may result in incompatibility. For example, if a prescription containing menthol, camphor, ammonium chloride and light magnesium carbonate are combined together so as to prepare a powder. Now in this prescription, as we discussed, menthol, camphor and ammonium chloride are examples of eutectic mixture. If we will combine them together, it will result in a liquid. but we have to submit here the powder. Now what could be the remedy for such type of preparations? So here the substance can be dispensed by any of the method, like triturate together all the ingredients so as to form a liquid and then mix with an absorbent substance like light kaolin or light magnesium carbonate so that it will result in formation of free flowing powder. Or the second way is the individual medicament which is causing a reaction are powdered separately and mixed with absorbent material, and then they are combined together lightly and then filled in suitable container. So this is the way of dispensing the eutectic type of substances. So in the given prescription, what we have to do? We have to mix menthol, camphor, ammonium chloride together so that they will get liquefy on mixing with each other. Then we will add light magnesium carbonate, mix it thoroughly so that it will result in free flowing powder. The last type of physical incompatibility is precipitation. A drug in solution form may get precipitated if the solvent in which it is insoluble is added to it. So, whenever we are adding a drug in the solution in which it is insoluble is added, obviously it will result in precipitation. For example, resins. Resins are insoluble in water. When tincture containing resinous matter is added in water, the resin will form indiffusible precipitate. So again we have to, as indiffusible precipitate is there, that means we have to form a uniform distribution of this precipitate, and so as to that either we will go for slow addition of undiluted tincture with vigorous stirring to the diluted suspension, or we can add some suitable thickening agents. So when the precipitate is of diffusible nature, at that time we will not require any suspending agent, but if the preparation is containing indiffusible solid, at that time we will require suspending agent. Now here the preparation made in organic solvent when mixed with preparation made in water, there are chances of precipitation. For example, tincture benzoin, glycerin and rose water. So here tincture benzoin compound is an resinous compound. So here the change in solvent system will result in an formation of unavoidable type of precipitate. Addition of tincture with rapid stirring, it may result in formation of a colloidal dispersion, and that's why there is no need of addition of any suspending agent. But if the precipitate form will be of indiffusible nature, in that case we will require either CPT or tragacan mucilage as a suspending agent. So this is about precipitation and physical incompatibility. Hope you have understood all the concepts clearly. Thank you for your attention.